Welcome to Stonk Insights, your one-stop shop for stock and crypto analysis and discovery. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at an article on cryptonews.com, a bullish article about Ethereum Classic, and just going over some of the reasons why Ethereum Classic over time will rise. Okay, in the short term, Ethereum Classic is going up and down. Right now, it's making higher lows, so that's something that we all love that's happening with Ethereum Classic. But over time, there is a bullish thesis of why Ethereum Classic will rise. And this article, I believe, for better or for worse, does a good job on going over that. Okay, so we're going to go over that. I am highlighting this video right now. This is the last video I made on Ethereum Classic 2 days ago. 538 views. I want to thank you guys for viewing this video. In the description, I talked about it pertaining to a interview Donald McIntyre had with Savage Profits. And Donald McIntyre himself actually commented on the video, so thank you for that. And in the comment, he said it was a great video. He would be happy to do an interview with me and have a friendly debate about the 2 points of views. And there's not really much that me and him have that's different point of views, but I am open for a debate, and I will be looking to get that started up. I do want to have some questions lined up, so I want to have specific questions that I have for him. Being a newer investor into Ethereum Classic, I don't know all the ins and outs. I'm just a regular retail investor. With that being said, don't do everything I said. I'm not a financial investor. If you try to do anything that I do, make moves that I do, you have a high probability to get wrecked. Don't get wrecked. But back to it, that would be great if me and him could talk it out. And like I said, nothing that I can say will probably move Ethereum Classic, but I would like to see his point of view on, why some things he thinks shouldn't happen, and why I think that may be good to happen in the short term. Which there was a point of view that he was, fairly a point of view that he was open to begin with. So that's neither here and there. We're going to be talking about this video, and we're going to first be looking at the crypto markets as a whole. We see 1.9 trillion market cap for all of crypto, so it's under 2 billion, but just slightly. So crypto has been recovering a little bit here. We see 120 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance has dropped to 43.9%. What does that mean? Altcoin season is here, baby. ETH has picked up some steam to 18.7%. We go down to the number 17 spot. We see Ethereum Classic, $70.34. The past 24 hours has dropped slightly under 6%, but in the last 7 days, we can see it's about 20% gain. So that's pretty good. $9 billion market cap, just underneath Polygon. I think we can overtake them. I do believe before the bull run is all over and said with, we should be overtaking this stable coin, Binance coin here. It has had a fairly decent amount of volume in the past 24 hours, 4.1 billion. So I am happy to see that. Happy to see it trading so heavily. You take a look at the portfolio here. We're up 51%, so we are happy about that. This is more gains than we've seen in the last video, even though crypto has pulled back. I've seen it go as high as $77, even though this peak here doesn't show it, but I was watching it and it went up to 77.09 or something like that. It could have been higher than that. Comment in the description if you remember what that was. But right now it looks like we're kind of consolidating in the high 90s, low 70s, and I'm excited about that. We're making higher lows, and that's what you want to do. Once you dip, you want to dip down to where you were before. You want to dip down to a spot that's a higher low than what the previous low was. So I'm very, very happy about that. So this is the article we're going to be taking a look at, and it's entitled How Bitcoin with Smart Contracts, which is Ethereum Classic, outperform Ethereum. And before I go any further, that's just facts. Okay, we're just talking about numbers here, which this article it can be talking about a whole bunch of things, but the fact of the matter is, from the beginning of 2021 to where we are now, Ethereum Classic has seen more gains than Ethereum. Okay, and that's just objective facts. Okay, if we look at the highlights of this article, Ethereum Classic has attracted a lot of attention due to changes with Ethereum. The return of Input Output Hong Kong IOHK to the Ethereum Classic ecosystem has also helped. There's an expectation that a significant portion of Ethereum miners may move to Ethereum Classic. So these are all good things, and these are all things that I think are valid points when talking about Ethereum Classic. Okay, so we just want to start here. Okay, so according to industry players, interest in Ethereum Classic has been caused by a combination of Ethereum's transition to proof of stake and an increase in development work. As such, they expect Ethereum Classic to have long-term viability as a smart contract platform with a commitment to proof of work and a supply cap. So I believe this is very bullish. This portion of the article is explaining how people are starting to pivot and look at Ethereum Classic just for the fact that they see that Ethereum is going to proof of stake, and with that change, there are some maximalists who are all about proof of work, because proof of work does have a security element to it that proof of stake does not. Okay, so people are interested in having that improved security regardless if Ethereum goes to 2.0 and transitions to being more scalable. In this portion of the article, it just more bolsters the point that with Ethereum switching from proof of work to proof of stake, there's going to be a void to fill for the miners. Okay, so no one is really talking about the miners, but the miners on Ethereum's blockchain are mining Ethereum are going to be looking for something to do. Once they're not going to just throw away their equipment. That doesn't make any sense. They can continue to mine, and they would have that opportunity to mine Ethereum Classic. So what do I mean by that? If we take a look at this here, this website shows most of the ETAS algorithm. Okay, and the ETAS algorithm is the algorithm that you can mine Ethereum with right now, but you can also mine any other cryptocurrency that are on the ETAS algorithm. So which cryptocurrencies are on the ETAS algorithm? Well, the second biggest cryptocurrency on the ETAS algorithm is, you guessed it, Ethereum Classic. And we have these other coins, they're not as big and they're not as popular, and they're more or less speculative as compared to these number one and number two. Okay, so it just kind of makes sense that if you're mining Ethereum right now, you would want to move to the number two cryptocurrency on that same algorithm. And this portion of the article just bolsters up more, when Ethereum switches to 2.0, miners. Okay, it's going to be a great migration. Not all of them are going to go to Ethereum Classic, but it should be a healthy chunk. All right, and I just want to go over this portion of the article. Okay, so another thing that these article writers agree on is that Ethereum is staking and will stake a claim to a unique status within the crypto ecosystem. This is quoted, there is a strong value proposition for a smart contract with a long-term commitment to proof of work, essentially Bitcoin with smart contracts. What is Bitcoin with smart contracts? What does that mean? So if you think about it, Ethereum Classic is Bitcoin, where it has a limited supply cap. It's not unlimited. Okay, there's only 210 million Ethereum Classic. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. Okay, so even though there's more Ethereum Classic, it is capped. Okay, so that is the similarity that Ethereum Classic has to Bitcoin. What similarity does Ethereum Classic has to Ethereum? Well, obviously they're both smart contract capable. Okay, so both Ethereum and Ethereum Classic are the smart contract capable. They share that in common. So essentially, Ethereum Classic shares both the best things of Ethereum and of Bitcoin all in one. All right, and that's the video. So what do you guys think? You think this is something bullish for Ethereum Classic, being the Bitcoin of smart contracts, so to say, and especially when Ethereum moves to 2.0 and moves to moves to proof of stake? Ethereum Classic is going to be the only cryptocurrency to fill that void of proof of work as far as smart contracts go, and it also shares same similarities with Bitcoin having a limited supply gap. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're not subscribed up. Like this video if you like this video. Thank you guys again. Catch you in the next one.